Dude, I can't believe our mustaches are still on.
Dude, I'm
Yours is starting to look real.
Really?
Because it's been on for so long, I'm beginning to accept the look. You know what I mean?
Do you like me pre or post mustache? Like,
Post mustache.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit,
just
I
keep
wish
it
I could-
on.
Wish I could grow one out, man.
Yeah.
They
have-
so ridiculous.
No, you know who you look like? You look like John Hamm with a mustache.
Oh.
Mustache John Hamm is what you look
I'll
like.
take that. Not
John
mustache
Hamm is
Henry,
zaddy.
Not Cavill.
No, you look like John Hamm for sure.
Right.
John Hamm's still good. He's like,
no.
it's not good enough for him. It has to be
No,
Henry
I know.
Cavill with a mustache. John Hamm is a very wanted man in the world. You know.
It's Cavill or bust, but okay.
No, you look. Oh, I think we look like John Hamm. I'm thinking about it right now.
Bella Swan is the new kid in Forks, Washington, after her mom makes her move in with her dad. Her life then changes forever after the pale and brooding Edward Cullen smells her in biology class. This is Twilight. Welcome to the show, everybody.
What a smell.
What a smell.
We are joined today by our podcast producer on Raiders of Lost Podcast, Natalie, because she is a huge Twilight fan. And of course, we're doing this because many of our listeners are huge Twilight fans as well.
Tell us about your Twi-Hard days.
My Twilight days, actually, when the books came out / the movie, I was quite the contrarian. So, Justin Bieber, One Direction, Twilight, I'm like, ew, girls like that? Not me. And then in my teen years, I'm like, maybe it's not so bad. And then progressively,
You got
just
into it.
the pipeline.
And then you talked us into doing this episode.
Exactly.
We got to see some good dividends off of this.
Yeah.
Now,
Trust and believe.
I haven't seen any of the other films, but I've seen this one 3 times now. I saw it when it
Nice.
came out, not in theaters, but I think a DVD or something. And then we watched it with our fans earlier this year. And then I watched it again yesterday. And I was like, it's not that bad. I don't know why I always think it's worse than it is. It is bad, but it's not horrible. But what's funny about Twilight is it's funny seeing 2 of the most interesting actors of the generation now deliver horrible performances in this film.
Well, it's not the performances are bad, it's just the line delivery
Yeah.
and the direction's bad. That's what it is. And this was
the
directed.
writing's pretty
Yeah, the writing's pretty bad. Directed by Catherine Hardwicke, written by Melissa Rosenberg, based on the book by Stephanie Meyer. IMDb, Twilight, which came out in 2008, is in 5.5 with 480,000 ratings. On Rotten Tomatoes, it is 49% critic score rotten, 72% audience score fresh. Letterboxd, it's a 2.9, under 3 on Letterboxd.
Damn.
On a budget of $37 million. It grossed $400 million and $8 at the global box office. It was a smash hit. And I feel like, how old are you, Natalie?
I'm 25 now.
25. So when these came out, how old were you in 2008? You were
I was 10.
10. So you
Yeah.
understood what it was like when these came out and the fever and the insanity and the culture, the hold it had on culture at the time. Team Edward, Team Jacob. It was madness. It was madness everywhere. Everyone was talking about Twilight.
There was a whole book club at my school, and all the girlies would come together with my computer lab teacher, and they would read it. And looking back, I'm like, why are young girls reading this book? Because it's kind of a toxic book. As iconic as it is, it's pretty disturbing. Like a 140-year-old man is preying on a 16, 17-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And also vampires, when they become vampires, they become perfect. Every flaw becomes perfect. Everyone's attracted to them because they're so incredibly beautiful. And so for Bella to fall in love with Edward is not fair because it's not really her choice. Everyone's in love with
Vampires have pulls towards them.
Exactly.
And their victims can't help themselves.
As
from
if
being...
you could outrun me.
As if you could outrun me!
Something. So I understand Twilight and I get the fandom.
Well, first I gotta say, me and Natalie are both dressed up as Charlie,
Charlie Swan,
Bella's
Zaddy.
dad. So we both have sick ass mustaches right now.
What is the appeal to Charlie? Because he has.
Zaddy
What
Charlie.
isn't the
Zaddy.
He literally does nothing.
Anthony, it's Zaddy Charlie.
He has zero personality. Zero personality. He's just there,
He is a
eating his steaks and fries.
He is moody. He is heartbroken from his divorce from how many years ago. He's got a mustache. He drinks beer.
That's right.
And he has a mustache once again.
I don't get it. He has no charisma whatsoever.
I think I get it. I think he's
Yeah.
got that dad look, but
He's got the brooding...
Well, he looks like a dad.
No,
Yeah.
but he's a good-looking guy with the dad look, but also he's hardened and tough, and
Exactly.
I'm pissed off kind of, but I love my daughter at the same time.
He's like,
and
"Here's
he's got
this
that accent.
Your hair looks
bear
different.
spray.
Your hair looks different.
He's like,
Hair looks different.
You know, he's a hardworking guy. You know,
what's
you
up,
respect
bro?
it.
Still get the peach cobbler, the berry cobbler every
Blueberry
week.
cobbler.
Blueberry cobbler.
Every week.
When did that start though? The fandom for him. It wasn't right away, was it?
I don't think
Because it was always Jacob and Edward for years, and then
Yeah.
I think social media, he grew into like the most.
Yeah, because
like,
the crowd
wanted.
grew up.
Yeah.
And so they're looking back.
Oh,
at these
you're
movies,
looking
they're
for
like,
you want the dad now in your 20s. In your teens, it was like Jacob or Edward, but in your 20s, you're like the dad.
Exactly.
Okay, I got it.
It's
I
like
get it.
Lord of the
Exactly.
Rings when you start to be attracted to Samwise instead of Frodo. Like I've seen a video meme of this woman she made.
What?
When you start to be attracted to
Frodo.
Sam, that's when you know you're getting old instead of Frodo.
or Gandalf.
Yeah, Gandalf's the hot one. That means you're getting
Oh,
up
no.
there. You're
Yeah,
maturing.
when Vigo's not in your top, I mean, yeah, that definitely shows you signs of age.
Now, before we get into the episode, though, everyone needs to pick a team. So, Nat, since you're like the Twihard here, who are you, Team Edward or Team Jacob?
I am team single.
You look like Jacob though, right now. You got the Jacob hair.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a mixture.
He literally has that hair in this one.
Jacob-
That's
yeah.
true.
But they cut it for the second one.
No,
Is it the-
it was
is it
a
lo-
wig.
No, I know, yeah.
You guys are so funny.
Does he always have long hair in the books, or did they just cut it to make him look better for the
Well, when they
films?
become wolves, they cut their hair.
So wait, he can't.
So
be a
he's not-
wolf.
he can't
So in the first
transform
movie,
yet.
he can't just be a wolf yet.
He's not a wolf yet.
Okay. So they have.
Did you guys even watch the?
I watched the first movie, but I've only seen the first two.
I haven't seen the other ones.
Was he a wolf?
What?
No, he's not a wolf.
Yeah, he's not
well,
a
they
wolf
didn't show
yet,
any of the wolves,
but I didn't
except for in
know-
the flashback.
Oh, that's facts.
Yeah.
I didn't know whether or not he could do it at this point.
And so, okay, so the werewolves in Twilight, they're not like.
Natalie's like,
they're
"How
not like
dare you?
werewolves."
How dare you?
Okay, so in a way, it's like coming of age. They cut their hair, they can transform into a wolf. Is what you're saying? That's what happens.
Yeah.
So it's like a adulthood kind of thing, and then cutting the hair is part of it.
It's just when you become a wolf because some turn even younger. You're not 18 when you turn to a werewolf. So I think he turns when he's or 17.
And does he know he's gonna be a werewolf because his family?
No,
is?
he knows nothing. Yeah, because his friends start to slowly turn. Or like, there's a group of werewolves who are already, hanging out, being a little pack. And he looks at them. He's like, "What the heck is going on?" Sam keeps looking at me as if he's like waiting for me or something.
Oh, so he doesn't even know that.
He has no idea.
They transform into wolves, the clan
I
members.
always
Correct.
thought that he knew the Cullens were vampires because the way
He had an idea as like
So
there's something
that's-
off about that.
So that story he tells Bella, he really thinks that's just like a myth. Because
He
when he
thinks it's a
tells it to
myth.
Bella, I always assume that he's just hiding the truth from her,
yeah.
and he knows werewolves and vampires, but he's just not telling her that. So
No,
he
he has
doesn't
no
know
idea.
that at this point in the movies.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So when you watch New Moon, let me know if you want to do an episode. He finds out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I thought he was
It's
being raised
interesting.
in like waiting to become a wolf, like waiting for it to happen.
That makes a lot of
Gotcha.
sense. All right, let's
Yeah.
get into some fun facts, and we'll get into.
Wait.
the movie. Oh,
Are
I'm
you
sorry.
team Edward?
Oh yeah, I
or
forgot.
Yeah,
Jacob?
man. Don't forget about the vote.
Fucking Team Edward. Come on, it's fucking Batman. It's my guy.
Yeah, I'm Team Edward. Team Edward.
The
Okay,
jawline.
I also want to say, not only should she be single because old man and teenage moody boy who's actually in love with her eggs. You guys gotta watch.
Eggs.
Eggs.
When you watch the last movie, you'll get it.
Well, the thing with Edward, because he's always 17, do you consider him to be like an elderly man of 104?
Well, he's lived so many of her
Yeah.
like lifetimes, so
Yeah.
it is still creepy. Like you can go find a vampire, but instead he picked a girl who had no thoughts.
Do you think he does this at every high school? He finds a new girl.
No, that's the thing. Or he's like never found a mate, and then for some reason it's Bella that he chooses.
So
She smells like barbecue sauce.
She smells like barbecue sauce, and she has no thoughts.
to him.
South Carolina barbecue sauce, that would pull me.
Yeah,
Damn,
exactly.
she smells good.
Vinegary.
Like if she smelled like fried chicken, I'd be like, oh man, that's my girl.
So the whole basis of the idea is why I can never really get behind the Twilight movies because it's so absurdist that this group of vampires, some of them have been vampires for 90 years like Edward, some of them are older, and their way of laying low is by attending high schools. And they've
Right.
attended so many high schools, they have that huge wall art of all their
Their
hats,
cap,
their caps. And they've all been to like 50 different high schools. And it's like, how does that keep a low profile? Just stay in your house, which is hidden already.
That's what I
It's already hidden in the forest.
Exactly.
And don't you want to not create relationships with people?
Exactly. You could just be like homeschooled or something.
It just
if you
doesn't
wanna
make
start
any
young.
You don't know. I don't even know my neighbors. Like nobody will know you're there.
And they're like so deep in the woods.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't make any sense to me that they go to high schools.
But
It
they're
doesn't
so
make any sense.
hot.
Like, why not? Like, why high
They
schools?
have to be seen.
Why high schools? I don't
Because
get it.
who else is gonna create like a fan club for you but high schoolers?
And I love how when the Cullens go to school, they always sit at that lunch table on one side, perfect for the camera.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Exactly,
That's
because
pretty
they're
good, man.
trying to be seen.
Yes, man. Come on.
When you're that
This
hot,
all makes total sense
You
to
don't
me.
you don't see a single Cullens back in the movie when they're sitting
I
at
don't
the
see a
table.
problem with this
it's
at
like
all.
Last Supper in the
works
lunch
for me.
meeting.
James does it all the time.
I love it. Yeah, I would love to go to school with
And
vampires.
they look they all look like they're in their 20s. It's just absurd. They
Yeah,
should-
well,
they should
that's just high school movies.
Yeah,
let's
that's
be
true.
honest.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
be honest.
yeah.
Even Pattinson's probably like 21, 22 in this movie. Same thing with Kristen Stewart movies, but they do look very mature and old.
They're old as shit.
I've just never been able to get behind the whole idea of it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I
but
am a-
wizards, you're cool with?
Yeah.
Oh,
It makes
interesting.
sense.
Oh, interesting.
Well, it makes sense. No, I'm fine with vampires, but vampires decided
Yeah,
to.
Nat, we get over here, Nat. Give me that. Yeah, high five.
It's
Fuck
not,
Anthony.
It's not like Dumbledore's going to high school for 100 years.
But he
No.
stays in the high school.
I don't want anyone to know I
He
exist.
stays in the school.
I don't want anyone to know I exist. How about I just go to high school?
Loser.
Also, Twilight's the only vampire movie where every character looks like a vampire because they're all so pale.
So
That's
pale.
true. Kristen Stewart is blue in this movie.
Blue. That's okay.
She
The
looks like
blue
she's holding her
filter.
breath. She's holding her breath the entire film.
This is the time in Hollywood where the green-blue tint was really in, and these movies capitalized on it.
It really popularized the blue filter.
And super desaturated.
Yeah.
There's no color in this movie
No
whatsoever, and everybody looks like a vampire. Everybody
even the
does.
sun is white.
Sun white. There are these little keychains that people can buy that has like a blue filter on there. It's like from Twilight, and you can just put it up to things and make it look like you're living in a blue filter.
I love the excuse of it's the fluorescence. I'm gonna use that if I ever fuck up
Fluorescence.
anything anytime. It's the
the
fluorescence.
Edward's so bad at excuses. You can Google it.
You can Google
I
it.
had a
Just
rush
know
of
that
adrenaline.
he also Googled it.
Yeah, I like he's like, I'm proud of that excuse. It's a good one. I have some fun facts about Twilight that I would
Let's
love
hear
to
'em.
share.
Let's
So,
hear 'em.
first of all, Stephanie Meyer, she came up with the idea from a dream. She describes a dream with two people and kind of a little circular meadow with really bright sunlight. It's probably blue sunlight. And one of them was a beautiful, sparkly boy, and one was just a girl who was human. Just a girl and a sparkly boy.
And now we have
I'm just a girl.
now we have the pop culture empire with it.
The original Twilight soundtrack is stacked with great songs, some of which are
It
recorded.
does have a good soundtrack,
Yeah,
yeah.
some of them were recorded by Robert Pattinson. The songs "Never Think," which plays when Bella and Edward discuss his telepathy at a restaurant, and "Let Me Sign," which can be heard when Edward is forced to suck the vampiric venom from Bella's body, were both written and recorded by Pattinson long before he was cast in Twilight. Pretty cool.
So iconic.
And also the song that he plays piano on was something that
He
he
played-
Now I want to
played.
see him play a musician in a movie.
Yeah, he actually
he
wrote
already
that.
did.
It's called Bella's
It's
Lullaby.
called Twilight.
It's called Twilight, Anthony.
Where the hell have you been?
Dude, did you not listen to what I just said? Can you believe this now?
I can't. I actually can't.
I literally just said Robert Pattinson played music in this movie. He's like, I really wish I could see that in a movie.
No, I said I want to watch him play a musician in a movie.
He is.
I know, this guy.
Literally, that's not all what I
Guy
said.
Natalie. It's like he doesn't even listen to us at all.
Gotta keep my mustache on.
Move on to the next trivia.
Stephanie Meyer actually envisioned Henry Cavill as Twilight's Edward, but he was a little too old at the time and the ages didn't line up. So it went on to Pattinson eventually, who wanted to take on the role because he was a fan of Kristen Stewart, specifically her performance Into the Wild.
Nice movie. That's a good movie.
Robert Pattinson did not have a driver's license during the filming before this movie was filmed, which was a problem because he does quite a bit of driving. He pulls some fucking 360s out of nowhere.
It's a Volvo commercial.
So he eventually learned how to drive and got his license in the state of Oregon, as well as for Breaking Dawn Part 1, learned how to drive a speedboat, which is pretty cool. Kristen Stewart wore hair pieces so that they didn't
She
have
bald?
to waste time.
The wig
no,
is thick. The wig is
It's
thick.
still they didn't have to waste time doing her hair, therefore had more time to shoot. She also wore brown-colored contact lenses because she has naturally green eyes. Now, for Edward, over 5,000 actors auditioned for the role. Can you imagine the 5,000 brooding guys on camera just pretending to be a vampire for this movie?
I would be so upset to be in that room.
or even just the videotapes, just being in the casting department,
Yes.
5,000 guys just like looking in camera, like, yeah, I'm a vampire.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Look to camera and do your best Edward impression as if you're auditioning. And action. I'm scared.
I'm gonna do him repulsed from the smell.
I'm scared.
No, now do it at Natalie, and you have to describe to everyone what you're seeing.
Uh,
I think the laugh said.
the scream.
This is the smell. The smell scene.
This is the skin of a killer. Natalie, this is the skin of a killer.
I have so many regrets today.
It's funny.
Oh my God.
I hated the acting in this movie when I first saw it, and I thought Robert Pattinson was terrible. And now I think he's one of the best actors of his generation, if not the. And same thing with Kristen Stewart's become a very good actor. But I hated the acting in this movie, and I thought they were completely talentless. But I think that has to do with the dialogue and the directions. Just like it's not well directed. I think it's she does a good job. But
Yeah, Into
She
the Wild
twitches a
was-
lot,
Yeah,
though.
Into the Wild 2007. She's great in that movie. That's
Yeah.
a year before,
Yeah.
so I think it's just the movie.
and she's a kid. She's a child star, so she was doing a
Yeah.
ton of big movies at a young age. But I think that it's just like the tone of this. It throws me off, and it threw the acting off. I think.
It gave them a bad rap for like
Yes.
a whole decade. That it took them a while to shake the stigma of these bad roles. I wouldn't say bad performances because again they're just actors doing their job. And I know Pattinson almost got fired because he was just trying to like be too. He was trying to bring like real vampire qualities to the character. But really, the thing with Twilight, they're vampires, but kind of.
Yeah.
It breaks all the rules
The
of vampires.
mythos of vampires
Exactly.
out the window, except for drinking blood.
They can't die really, except by the hands of each other.
Except
And
for
also-
being burned alive. Is that how to kill one? Just burn one, like they do with the bad guy.
James.
Well,
James?
they ripped his head and his limbs off, and
Yeah, yeah.
then burnt his body.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't know.
But also, it breaks the rules where they don't have to drink human blood.
Yeah, they don't have to drink human blood, but they can drink animal blood.
Yeah, and they can
Which-
still survive.
Yeah, I think in other vampire shows and movies, some do that, like Vampire Diaries. They drink
Another sexy teen one.
another
Yeah.
sexy teen one, exactly.
That's a popular show, isn't it?
No,
Oh
I
my
mean,
God, I was
no.
obsessed.
Plenty of vampires in movies live off the blood of animals. They did. It happens in the Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah,
That's-
but it makes
but
but
it-
it's not as strong.
Yes, you're weak because
yeah,
of it.
but like in
Yeah.
this movie, it's almost like they still have all their super strength. But usually when you do that, you lose some of that. You're half vampire.
Yeah.
You're not as strong. Like him, spider monkeying. Like you shouldn't be able to do it. But
And
they
their
break the rules.
their eyes are golden because they drink animal blood and not human blood. That's why the villains have red eyes.
So it's
Oh.
red.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So when they're like really hungry, also their eyes become like black.
That's why.
Remember when she was
yeah.
like, "Your eyes changed."
Your eyes are
That's
black.
a good impression.
Yeah. Thank you. She goes like this.
No, this is the Kristen Stewart.
Did you get contacts?
The thing is, Kristen Stewart back then had the common tells, the hair flip, the open
Yeah.
mouth. She doesn't do it anymore, but she used it so much that it became like kind of like a trope within her own acting. Then she worked out of it. She doesn't do it anymore.
all
She
right.
goes,
The hair flip.
anything wet and cold.
Are you okay over there? He's like-
Oh,
Did you see the movie?
I watched it. I watched it. You look like you're having
That's
a,
half of her
You look like you're having a
performance.
stroke, bro.
That's half of her
You're like
performance.
shaking over that.
You watched it, right?
Yeah, I did.
sorry. What movie are we talking about?
But also more mythos that are broken. Sunlight doesn't kill them.
They
just get
sparkle.
sparkly. Like a
This is
diamond.
what I am. I'm a monster.
The skin of a killer, Bella. The skin of a killer.
As if you could fight me off.
I said you gotta fight me.
Say it.
As if you
Say
could
it.
outrun me. Vampire. When she finally says you're a vampire after he says say it, it's really kind of a letdown. I thought it'd be more of a dramatic moment.
This boy does nothing to hide his identity. She's like vampire. He's like fuck.
He's also like, I can read minds. She's like, what? Yeah, I can read everyone's mind in this room. Why would you tell her that?
Also, I love how he's like, he goes to her at school. He's like, you should stay away from me.
Yeah, literally.
He goes up to her, stay away from me.
If I
Leave
were
me
her,
alone.
I'd be like slay.
He follows her and confronts her, stay away from me.
And this bitch goes, oh my god, he's obsessed. He's obsessed with me.
You don't even say hi to me. Hi.
Hi, boy. Oh, he's so rude.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the Tom Cruise sketch with Robert Pattinson at the 2010 MTV Movie
No.
Awards? So they did So, and obviously Tropic Thunder, he plays Les Grossman,
Sure.
the agent in Tom Cruise, which is obviously modeled off of Harvey
Yeah.
Weinstein. But so at the 2010 MTV Movie Awards, both Edward and Jacob had like bits with him, and so Robert Pattinson is in his office and he's talking about, he's like, I think I'm going for a different look, I think I might take a shower finally and shave and like get like a better haircut. And then Les Grossman's like, it's a great idea if you want to sink your fucking career in the drain. He's like, I've made hundreds of millions of dollars off you, off that dirty hair. So it's just because that was like the thing, like because Pattinson always used to spread lies, like I never shower, I don't wash my hair, because he lies during.
I love
interviews
how
for
he
fun.
messes with the press.
But that
he's
like,
always messed with them.
That took storm for like 2 years. People were like Robert Pattinson doesn't shower or wash his hair. And they do a whole bit for the MTV Movie Awards, which it's
That's
a great
great.
sketch. It's on YouTube. Just check it out.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I can recommend it.
I'm like bad at watching interviews.
It's fun. It's not an interview though.
Oh,
It's
the sketch.
So it's like award shows. Like they'll do like a minute long sketch before an award comes up. You know what I mean?
okay. Got it, got it,
They'll
got
play it.
It's like
It's
a little.
like the
it's a
Office
little-
one with Breaking Bad at the
It's a
Golden
little comedy
Globes.
short opening. They
Yeah,
do
yeah.
sometimes.
It's fun.
Yeah.
He's like, I've made hundreds of millions of dollars off that greasy hair.
But it's amazing. I mean, I remember for 10 years, everyone in this cast was like huge and super in demand, and everybody was so famous. But really, it's only Pattinson and Stewart who have come out on top and still maintain their Hollywood power. But that's because they're
Hollywood
so
power,
talented.
Do you have the cast list pulled up?
Yeah, I have some of them.
Why don't we run through the main cast? Since we're here talking about it.
Yeah,
Let's see who we got. Pull up on IMDb.
I got it, man. I got
Make
you.
sure you have the 2000.
Yeah, 2008 Twilight. Obviously, Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart in the lead roles of Bella Swan and Edward Cullen. And then we have the rest of the Cullen family, as well as
Okay,
Charlie.
I got it. So we have Billy Burke as Charlie Swan, Sarah Clark as Renee, Gil Birmingham as Billy Black, and then Anna Kendrick as Jessica.
Oh, yeah, Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick's great.
This is the best movie in the... Oh, Anna Kendrick's in this movie universe.
This is pre-cup song.
Ashley Greene plays Alice, who is the most beautiful person in the world, if I remember.
She's so beautiful.
No, I mean, in the book, isn't she written
Oh,
to
I
be
have
like
not-
the prettiest
I didn't read
person?
the book. Didn't you hear me? I'm a contrarian.
Oh, I think if I remember, she's supposed to be like
Listens.
she's supposed to be like the most gorgeous person alive.
I mean, she is.
Yeah.
She's very beautiful.
She's so beautiful.
And then Taylor Lautner obviously is Jacob, and Kellen
can I
Lutz
also
is
say,
Emmett.
Kellen Lutz was somebody that almost he had a couple lead roles after this,
Yeah.
but just never panned out.
Cam
for him.
Giganted as James.
Cam Gigunde.
Gigunde. I've never said that out loud. That's how it
guy.
said. Like you were gonna say it right.
I would have.
You said Kirk Obama yesterday.
That was different. That never happened.
He seriously did. He said Kirk Obama.
I need to keep my
It was,
mustache
it
on.
was really funny.
He's had a pretty decent career since Twilight.
Kirk Obama.
Cam, the James actor Cam, he's had a pretty decent career since. And then Taylor Lautner, it just never worked out with him. He was in that parkour action movie,
Bye.
and then a couple others, and it didn't work out as a lead actor for him. He just never had the true acting chops to carry
No,
movies.
I didn't love his performance. And also, he's supposed to play an indigenous man. He's white.
Wait, is he really?
He's
What's his
white.
ethnicity?
I thought he was
think he's like
indigenous.
French and something.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, no way. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought
and they
he
were gonna
was.
replace him in the second movie because he was like pretty small, but then he got like so jacked.
So
No.
that's how he.
So he got hot
So
there.
they weren't gonna replace him because he wasn't indigenous. it's
Holy
because he
shit,
wasn't
you're right.
jacked?
Exactly.
So Taylor Lautner is Dutch, French, and German.
Yeah. Literally.
He says he has distant Native American ancestry,
So do I.
specifically Ottawa and Potawatomi. He's but distant and doesn't specifically say. Wow.
Wow. And so that's funny. They were gonna cut him because he wasn't jacked, not because he wasn't
Exactly.
indigenous.
Exactly.
Fucking Hollywood.
Then he got buff, and now he has body dysmorphia.
Oh man, does he
True
really?
story. Yeah, he still struggles with it.
Oh damn.
Mm-hmm.
He went.
He had,
Yeah, he
like-
got insanely ripped, and that's all anyone cared about for like 2 years.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean when the whole world is only talking about your body, I mean imagine what that does to your psyche.
Plus, to maintain that, it's not easy.
Yeah,
it's
not.
tough.
Yeah.
If you don't have like that natural metabolism, it's insanely hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even
Now
then,
I feel
like
bad
as you
for him.
grow up, like your body changes in general. You know, whether you're
Well, the three of them made bank though. Off
They made
these
a lot,
movies.
yeah.
I mean, after the first couple, then they all signed that triple contract, right? They all got the same amount, wasn't it? Like
No,
30 mil.
I think they did like a Hangover style, joint contract. something. I think it might have been Kristen Stewart probably got paid the most. I would guess.
Let me check it out.
We'll see.
Twilight.
Because Radcliffe out of the Harry Potter trio, they were making 20 mil for the last 2 movies, and he was making 30 mil for the last 2 movies each.
Yeah, but that's different because
Yeah,
he's
he's
Harry.
Harry Potter,
So
yeah.
they actually, I just pulled up. So they had a triple deal where they all earned $25 million for the last 2 Twilight
Oh
movies.
my god! I
they
don't feel
all-
that bad for him anymore.
And they also, for their back end, they pulled $41 million apiece.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh my god!
So all 3 of them pulled $100 million easy from these.
Now I know
movies.
why Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson were working with indie directors for 10 years because they didn't have to make money.
I mean, when you make $100 million and you're in your 20s, yeah, I think that
You can work
speaks
for
to
David Cronenberg for 3 times straight.
It. Yeah, it's pretty wild. That's a lot of goddamn money, but they were insanely successful movies. At the box office on these 3 combined, it's got to be at least $3-4 billion. All right, how about we run to our superlatives and then our intermission, and then we'll come back to Twilight.
Let's
Hell
do
yeah.
it.
All right, let's start with our MVP of Twilight. Natalie, who is the MVP of the film?
You already know. It's Charlie.
Charlie.
For what? 2 scenes?
He's in more than
the
2 scenes, man.
He's the only one who was like, that's weird when Bella started dating Edward. That's all I'll say. And then he said, here's pepper spray.
Yeah, but he would have said that with any guy she dated.
Jacob.
I love the shotgun scene.
Yeah, he said, all right,
Bring
Spider-Man.
Bring him in. Bring him in.
You make him sound like a turtle.
all right,
Bella, your hair's longer. I cut it last month. Oh, I guess it must have grown again.
Must have grown since I've seen you last.
Like, do you
got you this truck.
Just bought it off him.
do you think he's a good dad?
He's a better daddy.
He's a better zaddy. I think once she moved in with him, he was the only one who was truly concerned about her. But he started to flop when he was like pro Jacob after Jacob like kissed her non-consensually, and he was like, "What is
whoa.
Jacob?"
Jacob kissed her non-consensually. When
Not
did
in
that-
this movie.
Yeah, explain the scene. What happened?
Well, this is like in a future movie. I think it's.
I get it. It's in another movie.
I think it's Eclipse.
What does he do?
No, it was New Moon. Oh fuck. Anyway, Jacob is constantly being like, "I love you. I know you love me," and she's constantly being like,
Stay away from me.
"No, I don't feel about you."
He gives her sex eyes the whole movie.
Yeah,
like
and
the
she's
first
like-
scene with him, he's just like,
Okay.
literally.
It's
So
like,
I thought
bro, back up.
I always thought it was like a triangle for the saga, but it's
They're
not.
literally, it's not a triangle. It's a triangle in the sense that both of them are in love with her, but she's like, "No, Jacob. Yes, Edward. I'll die for him."
The whole time.
Doesn't
whole
she-
time.
What about when she's like, "Kiss me, Jacob"?
Well, he literally said, "I'm gonna kill myself unless you kiss me."
What?
That is toxic as hell. That's the
That's
Notebook
what I'm
toxic.
saying.
That's some needy shit right there. That's
Watch
some needy
Eclipse. Okay.
Is that what
Shit. He
women
really
want?
said that?
He's, well, not word for word.
But he implied it.
He implied, "I'm gonna go kill myself unless you kiss me."
Yes, pretty much Notebook. Like I'm gonna jump off this
Yes.
this
Ferris
Ferris wheel
wheel.
if you don't go out on a date with me.
Exactly. It's
pretty
And so
extreme.
she's like, "I don't feel about you that way" in this one scene. He's like, "I know you do." And then he kisses her, and then she punches him in the face and sprains her wrist.
What? I don't know why this was always billed as like a great triangle
know.
romance.
Marketing, kid.
That's because I'm
Marketing.
an adult now.
Marketing.
This story is weird.
No,
as
it's
fuck.
really messed up. She has 2 terrible options, but she doesn't have to pick either one.
Imagine if you just dated a human.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But in Twilight, I think Charlie's a pretty good dad. I assume that, he's a good dad, but obviously she's lived with her mom for quite a while. Since she was 4, they've been broken up, and she hasn't even been to Washington in that long. So, but he seems like a good guy, gets her the truck, puts new tires on her truck.
Wait, hold on.
pepper
So
spray.
he hasn't seen her in like 12 years.
No, she
I
hasn't
think she would
stayed
visit,
there.
yeah.
Stayed there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, like he says in the movie, you haven't stayed here since you were 4. Everyone's like, "Hey, do you remember me?"
Yeah.
But they've seen each other, but it's
Gotcha.
probably like once a year for the holidays or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he does really nice things, and he goes through trauma where his friend, the other guy, gets killed by James and the others, and so I think he's a solid dad in this movie. He opens up. He's a very closed off guy, clearly, but then he eventually opens up by the end of the film, and they have a great relationship where she chooses Washington, but more probably because Edward lives there.
Edward, please.
But it is tough when she has to break his heart to get James off the scent and to
Yeah.
trick everybody and get out of the house. But also, would you let your 17-year-old daughter just leave the house?
Probably not.
I guess not.
No.
I don't know.
I'm thinking like how much you'd want to. I have younger siblings where, you know, if they're like that distressed and they're like, I'm getting out of here. Ah! And then like you're not that close with your kid. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because she said she's going to my mom. Or yeah.
Yeah.
She said
Going
she's
to
going to
Jacksonville.
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. That's tough.
But he doesn't try to control her.
Yeah,
I think
he's
in that
very
way-
yeah, what did she say? He's very he doesn't hover.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she's like realized like I'm just like my dad. I don't mind being alone. He
Yeah.
doesn't hover, so like she's a lot like him in a lot of
Right.
ways.
Is he still heavily involved in the plot for the future movies?
He's a
He
vampire
is-
killer.
he-
Charlie the vampire killer.
Slayer. But yeah, he is in the other movies.
Does he find out that Edward's a vampire?
That's for you to find out.
It's all. I will say they did get some great actors for the future movies. You get Bryce Dallas Howard,
You got
and the next ones
Rami
you get Michael
Malek.
Sheen. Who? Rami Malek's in this? What?
No way.
Rami
Yes.
Malek's in it?
Yes.
And then Dakota Fanning.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that was like
That's the
so bad.
Voltaires.
The Volturi.
Volturian.
But Dakota Fanning should not have.
Why
Well, I mean,
not?
why not?
It's the worst acting I've ever seen her done.
Really?
She goes, "What to do?"
That's a great impression.
Is that all she does?
That's basically. She was yeah.
It's a
She probably
paycheck.
got $1 million
It's
for a day of
fat
work.
Bag.
Yeah.
Fat bag.
I'm like, Dakota girl. What?
But Bryce Dallas Howard actually replaced the actress
Yeah.
at the end of this movie, the curly
The
redhead,
Victoria.
Victoria.
Oh, really? With the cliffhanger?
Yeah, the cliffhanger.
What?
So she actually was fired by Summit, and then Bryce Dallas Howard took her role.
Why was she fired again?
I don't know. I looked into it. I couldn't find out why. It said that Bryce was always Stephanie Meyer's #1 choice. So I think that when they could afford Bryce,
Well,
they were like, let's get Bryson.
All right.
no loyalty.
So Charlie's your MVP. Anthony, who's your MVP of Twilight?
It's hard to pick an MVP of this movie, but I had to go with Catherine Hardwicke because she made a movie that captured the popular culture in a huge way and became a phenomenon, and got to give her credit for that.
My MVP is the gaffer. For those of you who don't know, gaffers are in charge of the electrical department and lighting for the production. And man, they had their work cut out, the gaffers in this movie. They had to make it soft and blue in every scene. That's not easy to do, but they nailed it. And they nailed it. They made it look like it was raining outside every day.
I mean,
It's not
it
easy
kind
to-
of was.
Yeah, but also,
because they
yeah.
didn't use any green screen.
Yeah.
It was all like
That's what I
real
mean.
and it's like
There's
practical
some green screen
effects.
in there.
No,
Some in the woods.
0 green screen.
Flying in the woods.
No, it was added in post, but it was not a green screen.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. So they shot in Oregon, even though it takes place in Washington. But I
You're
mean,
gonna pick one, Oregon or Oregon, Jim.
I'm trying my best.
Oregano.
here. Kurt Cabana.
Have some
Kurt Cabana and
consistency.
oregano.
Have some consistency.
Oregon,
One or the other.
Oregon. Oregon.
Oregon? Okay,
Oregon.
stick with
Let's
Oregon.
Stick with Oregon. But anyways, my MVP is the gaffers. I mean, fuck it. This is a tough movie to light, I bet.
The key grip, #1.
Can we make it lighter and bluer and like softer? Like the gaffers probably like again every scene. We're in a diner. All right, for that MVP gaffer. All right, Natalie, what's the best scene in Twilight?
The best scene is actually a deleted scene.
Oh,
Mhm.
Tell us.
So you know the scene where she goes to his house the first time
Sure.
and she goes in his bedroom.
What are you listening to? Yeah. The whole
Yeah, Debussy's great.
Yeah.
Claire de Lune
Claire
rocks.
de Lune.
What are you listening to?
Claire de Lune is great.
Oh my god, she knows music. You know the most
my God.
Popular French composer in history? Oh my god, you're so tasteful.
So they're talking in his room, and then she goes on this tangent, or she tells a story about chinchilla poop.
Chinchilla poop?
Chinchilla dropping. She was like, yeah, when I was younger, my mom and I would like make these little things out of chinchilla poop, and it's like, what the hell?
What?
But it's really fun.
This is a weird book, man.
Yeah,
I can see why they cut it. I can see the chinchilla poop why they
but
didn't
it's
make the movie.
Yeah, it's like
I gotta watch this when we're done.
You know what I like about his bedroom also is like he knows she's coming over, but he like leaves books everywhere to like look super
Read.
smart. I'm like, sorry, I'm just so smart and intelligent. And,
Oh, Bella. Hey.
Bella.
I didn't realize you'd come in my room, but yeah, I was just catching. I was reading. Were you reading the dictionary? Yep, you got me.
Encyclopedia. Absolutely.
I like to break a mental sweat too.
I read it in a book.
Has all those like self-help books.
He bought the Debussy novel just to put it on the vinyl record.
Just books everywhere. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
All right, Anthony, what's the best scene for you?
That's the baseball scene, bro.
Super massive black hole.
Supermassive black hole. Yeah.
Exactly.
I was a huge Muse fan at this point in my life.
Yeah.
Huge Muse fan, and it's just so ridiculous and unnecessary. But it's fun. It's fun.
Did you
It's
know
absurd.
that they were holding clear Christmas ornaments because they were gonna CGI in like the baseballs later because it was like moving so fast. And also the scene where the bad vampires come in, they have this like treadmill almost like this walkway that was moving.
It's called the magic carpet.
Oh my, it's so cool.
You think that's cool?
I thought that was an awesome.
It was
That's like one of the
awesome.
best shots of the movie.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But also,
So
every
practical.
time I watch that, I think of Zoolander with Hansel's music, Hansel in the background.
That's great.
It's like the slow motion walk. It's a
Edward's-
cool effect, though.
Edward's very
I liked
fast.
it. I'm glad you brought that up.
One
magic
of the
carpet.
problems with how fast the vampires are in this is the environments around them don't react to them in their speed and their velocity. Like if they're moving that fast, like at least like have like some leaves blow away.
Look at the speed.
Yeah, true, true,
ferocity.
true.
Ferocity.
True.
All right,
They're
so
just so
that's
sneaky.
Anthony's best scene. My best scene, I think it's Bella's first day at school because it's really cringe and awkward and weird because everyone like knows who she is.
I love how Bella's like, I have no friends, but she makes like 10 friends without even trying.
Off the bat.
Listen, everyone's so weird. There's that one kid who's always calling her baby, like, hey, baby. And then they keep saying, oh, it's my main girl, Bella, my homegirl, Bella. It's just really cringe, the things that these kids say.
Also, that actor, Eric, who's like, oh, you guys met my homegirl, Bella. I forget his name. Last name is Chan, but he was like on YouTube as well, like with these Asian YouTubers. So it was like a pivotal moment in my life where I'm like, oh my God, Asian actors who were like not only traditional, like on like film, like they're on YouTube
like
as well.
a YouTuber
Exactly,
and then being
exactly.
in the movie. So you knew who he was before Twilight.
Yeah. So that was cool.
You have some cool YouTube videos.
The hell
She
up.
used to
Shut
hunt
the
ghosts.
hell up.
She used to hunt ghosts.
She has some great YouTube videos.
She puts on them
They're
packed like a
deleted.
Ghostbuster. And she's like, I'm going at ghost hunting tonight.
Deleted.
Ghost hunting with Nat. I would watch the fuck out of that. If you were ghost hunting like with a pack and like a fucking like a Ghostbusters thing.
It would be crickets.
Oh my God.
All right, but I think it's just so cringe and weird and funny. And also the first day is also when Edward smells her.
Yes.
And he's
Yeah.
like,
The repulsion.
oh my
The fan
God.
scene.
The fan, gross.
He's like,
He said, "Girl, you reek."
I love how they spent a whole class sitting next to each other and him doing that.
you were gone. I love the conversation when he comes back. He's
Another
like,
no-show.
You were gone.
I was away.
They didn't even fucking speak, and she's like, you were gone.
Okay, but when he says hello for the first time, he goes like this. Hello? Like he's never spoken English before. It's amazing.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
Natalie, what is the best shot in Twilight?
I would say when they were in that tree, when she first finds out that he's a vampire, and then they
Say it.
no. Okay, yeah. After that, where he like runs around. Oh. So after he says, "Hold on tight, spider monkey," and they like jump around these
And the
trees,
treetops? Yeah.
and he's on the treetops, or they both were, and that shot was real. So it was like
All the way at the top of that
stunt
tree?
people, yeah, were like
On the top of a
harnessed
tree
to
with, like, a
the
helicopter
tree.
shot?
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so cool.
Beautiful shot. Great pick. Anthony, what's your best shot?
The Cullens at the lunch table.
Yes.
Because they're all just facing camera.
And he just has like a hard
There's
boiled
12
egg
of them all facing camera.
face. The face card was not declining.
Half the table space is not being used.
The Last Supper.
They said,
We want Bella to get a good view of us.
Let's all look at
Well,
Bella.
hold on, we need the camera to get a good shot of us, all right?
they're like constantly flexing their jawline.
Stuff like that where the direction is just like, oh my God, this is so ridiculous.
They're pretty tight. All right. My best shot is the piano sequence. It's just so corny. And there's mist and
The
smoke.
lighting, oh my
There's
God.
haze. The camera comes like flying in like
it
a
looks like a
crane.
fucking music video
It
from
really
1998.
does. Looks like a Phil Collins music video.
King.
I can feel it coming in the air at night.
Tonight.
Keep going. Thank you for that, Anthony. All right,
I love my boy Phil.
Natalie.
Do you like Phil Collins?
Phil.
Do you like Huey Lewis in the News? Natalie, who's the best actor in Twilight?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
the piano shot.
yeah,
you
yeah.
said that.
Oh yeah, we
We
just
just riffed it for 3 minutes,
yeah.
guys. Anthony sang.
I
Phil
blacked
Collins.
out.
I was just once I get into
I
Phil
got
Collins.
distracted.
Man.
I'm
Yeah,
so
alright.
sorry.
Once I get into Phil Collins, man. What happened? Where am I?
No, literally, I thought we were just watching him sing this whole time.
Who's the
Go.
best actor in the film? Just the first one.
It's hard to pick.
It can't be that hard.
There's really no good performance in the movie at all.
Okay,
not
honestly,
one good
Charlie's
one.
the most believable one.
There we go, Charlie.
Yeah, most
So Billy
believable.
Burke?
Yeah.
Billy Burke. Sounds like a Bostonian. Billy Burke.
Fucking Billy Burke.
First
Yeah.
base for the Red Sox.
Sounds like a pitcher for the Red Sox. Yeah.
Anthony, best actor.
Pattinson.
Yeah, Pattinson. He
Is
actually.
that his acting?
I'm
compared
not
to the
saying
rest of the-
good. I'm saying it's the best.
actor.
You thought he was the best actor from that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
During that time.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
There's no good acting in the movie. This is just the best of the bad.
Charlie's great, Anthony.
Great's not the word I would use.
The way he stares at
It
you
was
like,
believable.
It's serviceable. It's serviceable.
It was believable.
He has fucking 10 lines, guys. Take it easy.
he has way more
10
than
out of 10.
way more than 10 lines, Natalie. Back me up here.
Yeah, of course.
He's got 10 lines.
Way,
Hello?
way more than 10
He
lines.
speaks more than 10 words, but
All right,
he's got
bring
10
him-
lines.
Bring him in. That's a
Bring,
line
I
for
will.
10.
I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah, that's one
the
line. That's
screenplay.
the whole fucking
I
scene.
could go through his whole dialogue, man.
Let's hear it.
Exactly.
We'd be here for hours. He says so
He goes.
much.
I just got your back.
There's 2 lines.
What, we gonna go get burgers at the diner, Dad? We do more stuff together. There we go. It's another line.
You should try it. No, I get steak every time.
All right.
Don't tell me what to eat. That's the line, right? No.
No.
Speaking of lines, Natalie, what's the best line or your favorite line in Twilight? As you pick the mustache.
There's like hair in my molars. He goes from Edward. Money, sex, money, cat. Period.
It's actually a pretty good joke. It works.
Yeah.
It-
Because the guy goes,
It cracks me up. Yeah, he's just like, huh. This is a good joke.
Best line, Anthony.
I don't want to know what the square root of pi is.
you know the square root of pi?
Wow, she's so
Wow,
smart.
you knew that?
Claire de Lune.
You knew that was pi? Oh my god. Yes. No. 0.5768.
1 point.
I like how it's just turning into what's the most cringe line? Mine is, how you liking the rain, girl? How you liking the rain? These classmates are so weird, man.
Strange classmates.
They are weird. Mike is weird, man. The
Mike
stuff
is
he
a
said-
pick me.
He is
Everyone's
a pick me boy.
What's a pick me?
You like pick me girl? You haven't heard
Yeah,
that?
like just doing things or saying things
For attention?
for attention. Yeah.
Okay.
But specifically like for the gaze
For
of
the gaze.
another like gender or sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you haven't heard pick me girl?
I guess I've heard it. I just didn't
Like
know.
who's the good example of a pick me girl in like movies and TV?
Oh.
No, I understand.
I don't think Anthony really understands.
I don't think you understand. Here, let me break it down for you. It's me being contrarian in middle school, being like, I don't like Justin Bieber or Twilight. I know damn well I do.
I explain the context.
So,
All right, let's get to our intermission. And do
Whoa.
you want to run? Oh, what you want?
Okay, we did it all.
Yeah,
Never
we
mind.
did all of our
we did it all.
superlatives.
Yeah.
Do you want to run ads first, Nat?
yeah.
Tell them about Patreon.
It's gonna go.
She
We're gonna-
froze.
we're gonna lose
She
patrons.
froze.
Sorry, can you spell that?
And they all unsubscribed.
Well, you guys are on Patreon. You guys post.
Stuff.
Bonus
Yeah, we
content.
post stuff there.
We-
You guys post a lot of stuff
2
on there.
bonus episodes every week for every patron.
Exactly, bonus episodes. And if you pay, is it $5 like base?
Yep. Minimum is 2, but $5 you get the ad-free
Ah,
show.
Ad-free
Exactly.
experience. Every episode ad-free for $5.
Okay, let me try that again. Everyone shut up. Anyway, patreon.com/Raiders of the Lost Podcast.
That's it. And then also, another great way to support the show is leaving 5-star ratings and reviews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. They are great ways for us to get seen by new listeners on those platforms, as well as chart, and it makes our episodes pop up on people's feeds. Plus, the best way to help a show grow, did you guys know that? It's to just share it organically.
Share the load.
Oh,
Word
I've
of mouth.
shared your podcast like countless times.
Thank you.
See,
People
that-
actually do listen.
I appreciate that. That's
Yeah.
how shows grow, is organic word of mouth.
Exactly.
It's the best way for a podcast to grow. So
Just like a mustache.
exactly like this great mustache that both Natalie and I have. I mean, it took us
Natural
weeks to grow
mustache,
these.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how long did it take to grow that mustache?
4.5 days.
Yeah, so that's how long it takes for a show to grow. So
Damn,
you better
it's fast.
share. Everyone, share the podcast with your friends and family members. And Anthony's going to tell us about our final sponsor.
You want to tell us about movieposters.com?
Oh my God, movieposters.com. They make the best movie posters. They have countless posters on their websites. If you want to check it out. They've made some custom ones, correct?
Oh yeah, they made
For the
some
show,
custom
yeah.
ones. They have
Yeah.
lots of Twilight posters.
Did they make your Midnight Ruin poster?
They sure did. You can get
See,
that actually.
Yeah, actually, it's
Yeah.
a very good poster. I kind of want one, but
They also have a coupon code. You all know it. Raiders10 at movieposters.com to get 10% off your order right now. They have all sorts of sizes, framing, and even backlighting for your poster needs, which is really cool. What's the coupon code again?
Raiders 10.
Oh yeah, Raiders10. 10% off right
Can you
now.
spell that?
Raiders10. RAIDERS
10.
10.
One.
All right, everybody, let's get into the intermission and begin with the movie quote competition. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
I'm scared.
I'll go first. I want to go to the rooftop and scream, I love my best friend, Evan.
I know this.
Oh,
No.
Nah. Pizza bagels.
Pizza
Oh.
bagels.
sorry.
Super
Your
bad.
mom's got huge tits.
Oh my God.
Let me say it. You said
Sorry.
it.
I
Damn.
was too excited.
You asked the question.
I
You
know I
gave
did.
the answer. Like I was
Well,
about
it's
to
you
say
knew
it.
because you knew it.
Yeah, but you didn't let me say it, man.
I saw in your eyes. Your eyes said it all.
You you Morse coded me.
Anyways, what's your quote, Natalie?
What's your quote, Anthony?
All the best doctors are in the gulag or dead.
What? I don't know.
It's a dark comedy. It's a political dark comedy. Hint.
Oh, is it? It's probably the Stalin one.
Right track.
What is it called? Crap.
You got this, man. You know it.
I can't think of the name. I don't know.
The Death of Stalin.
Death of Stalin. That's the
It's
one.
like, check it out. It's like one of the funniest movies of the last 5 years.
All right, let's do movie release year now. What year did Easy A come out?
2000.
2009.
2010 was the
Ooh.
correct
Damn.
answer for Easy A.
I was too young for that. I had no business watching.
You're 12. Scarlet.
Is it rated R?
It should be. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's Scarlet
it's not
Letter.
rated R.
No, I don't think it's rated. I think it's
No, it's
PG-13.
PG-13. 100%. It's not risque.
It's pretty risque.
Yeah, well, there's a like fake sex scene. For
Yeah,
sure.
fake sex scene.
Yeah.
She's just like banging the wall. Oh! I mean, it's not that bad. It's exactly what I sound like.
Is that how it goes for you?
Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hear it when I'm cooking.
Bingo.
Jackpot.
Try to keep appearances up.
Oh my God.
What year did The Patriot come out?
I'm gonna guess 2000.
2002.
2000 is correct.
Yes.
Great guess.
God, we're both right. All right, movie pop quiz time.
Don't
everybody.
apologize. You should have seen it. You
I
should have seen it
know.
in theaters.
All right, everybody. Who directed the film 13?
Oh my God, that had our girl.
Evan Rachel Wood's in it.
One of our vampires is in it.
No way, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Reed.
Yeah.
Nikki Reed.
Nikki Reed's in
Holy
it.
crap, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who directed that?
Shit. Who directed 13? Let me rack my brain.
Yeah, rack that brain, man. You rack that brain. It'll probably help.
Bingo.
Is it the same director as White Oleander?
Well.
Might be. Wouldn't you like to know?
That's not the fucking question.
Just asking for some help here, man. Jeez.
I don't think so, no.
I don't know.
Cronenberg.
Catherine Hardwicke, the
Oh, it's
director of
Hardwicke.
Twilight.
OMG.
I thought it couldn't be
Yeah.
Hardwick because you did it in this episode.
Trick question.
Good trick question.
Thanks, man.
Jason Isaacs co-starred in what Ridley Scott film? I'm not gonna do an easy one.
Jason Isaacs in a Ridley Scott movie. Does he lead the movie or is he just a...
It's an ensemble,
Okay.
but he has a pretty significant role.
I don't know, man.
Black Hawk Down.
God.
He plays one of the commanding officers on the ground.
It's a good question. It's a good question. That is a huge ensemble.
Yeah.
All right, I got some dad trivia. So our dad sent us some entertainment movie pop quiz cards.
Thanks, Dad.
So let's see. Let's run through some of these, everybody. Okay. In the original Star Trek series, and even in the first Star Trek film reboot, what is Captain Kirk's middle name?
Tiberius.
Tiberius is correct. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm not even a Star
Joseph.
Trek. I'm not even a Star Trek fan.
Well, that's a good opening, though, in the first film. My name is James Tiberius Kirk. You ever seen the Star Trek movie?
No.
The first one's
The
pretty
first
good.
one's really good.
Because
It's not pretty good. It's awesome.
JJ rebooted Star Wars, but then he rebooted Star Trek too. And I think I like Star Trek the reboot, the first one, better than Force Awakens.
Well, because The Force Awakens is just a new hope.
Yeah, and then Star Trek, Anthony's opening a pack of cards, hence the crinkling plastic. But he's got some new cards. But it's just a cool movie.
Would you like some cards, Nat?
All right, who wants to ask the next question? Anthony, or I'll go.
Oh, these are too easy. Hold on. I got one. This coming-of-age drama featured 12-year-old Kevin Arnold and his girlfriend, Winnie Cooper.
I'll say it one more time.
This coming-of-age TV drama featured 12-year-old Kevin Arnold and his girlfriend, Winnie Cooper. We watched it growing up. Sorry, you might not get it. It's about kids
Yeah, okay. It's about kids in live action.
in live action. We watched every episode.
Boy Meets
We
World.
loved it. Not Boy Meets
Winnie
World, but good guess. Good
Winnie-
guess, though.
Winnie Cooper.
You remember Winnie Cooper, yeah.
The name is just like hitting me in the brain right now. I know it, but I'm just trying to think of who it is. Winnie Cooper. Say the kid's name again.
Kevin,
Kevin. I don't know.
The Wonder Years.
God damn it.
I've never heard of that show.
It was big when we were young.
We were getting the reruns.
Yeah.
That's how big it still was.
You got a quiz question?
Who played Woody Boyd, the dim-witted but lovable bartender on Cheers?
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson. No.
Incorrect.
Yeah,
Burt Young.
Nope.
it's the other bartender.
Woody Harrelson.
Oh, Woody! I forgot.
We should
he
be
was-
ashamed that we're from Boston. We should be
Boston.
ashamed of ourselves.
All right, I have a good question here.
Mhm.
In The Wizard of Oz, witches came from every direction except for one. What direction was that?
South.
South.
South is correct. He's like, yeah, what she said. What she said. Nice job. All right, anyone else have a question?
What company did Wile E. Coyote get all of his Roadrunner catching contraptions from?
What company?
What was the company called? It's on every one.
Easy.
It's not called Easy Peasy.
No, I know. I'm just want to give her a shot.
No, I don't know.
Acme.
Acme's correct.
Acme.
Looney Tunes. You ever watch Looney Tunes? growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So every time there's like explosives, it always says Acme on the side, like of a rocket or a dynamite.
I never even noticed that. I also haven't seen that since I was a kid.
The next portion of the intermission, which is, as always, streaming recommendations, and we do not have any new reviews. So, my streaming recommendation for this episode is going to be another vampire film, Daybreakers, which is on Hulu. This is starring Ethan Hawke. It's a great vampire film. It's a unique interpretation of a future where vampires are basically taking over the world, and they're running out of blood, and they're trying to make synthetic blood, and it's not working out well.
Willem Dafoe's in it, too.
Awesome cast. So isn't Sam Neill. He plays
is.
like the CEO vampire.
You know he just recovered from cancer?
Sam Neill?
Yeah.
What kind?
He had I don't know what kind. But he was told he was going to die, but then he survived.
Damn.
He's back to acting again.
Well, good for him. I love Sam Neill. He's awesome. Streaming recommendations?
Oh,
Either
yes.
of you?
I just watched Spy Game on Max. It's like a basic run-of-the-mill action movies, espionage movies from the 2000s, but Tony Scott made it. He was the man. And then it's Brad Pitt and Robert Redford together on screen. It's just amazing watching them share scenes together.
They look like they could be father and
they
son.
do look like
They
father
really
and son.
do.
It's crazy. And just two icons. And Brad's very good in it. Robert Redford's one of his better performances of the century because he hasn't been in that many movies, but he's great. And it's a fun action movie. spy game.
Nat, do you have any recommendations? You been watching anything lately?
The last thing I watched was Sabotage.
Sabotage. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going through all the.
Have you seen
oldies.
Rope yet?
Mm-mm.
Watch Rope.
Rope?
It's a one take.
Okay.
Well, it's not technically a one take, but
Oh.
he shot it to be a one take. So he does these cool transitions to make it look like the camera never cuts. It's the first time it was ever done.
Wow.
Yeah. Rope.
Okay, cool.
James Stewart's in it. It's one of their movies. So good.
All right, let's get back into Twilight. One of my favorite shots in this movie, though, involves a condiment. And this is when
Ketchup.
Bella is, having her first dinner at the diner with Charlie, her dad. And the way she
Zaddy.
takes the ketchup bottle and just like,
goes-
she's just like
wagging
shaking it in the air. No ketchup comes out. I can't help but laugh.
This
when
is
I watch
where the
it.
directing comes in. It's like, if you see that, you have to be like, no, just do it like a normal person, Kristen. It's like...
She said, quirky.
It just looked like Kristen Stewart's never used ketchup before.
Kind of. And then also, something else I love that's very cheesy about this film. The soundtrack's solid, but then the guitar riffs, the solos just in the background. I feel like this movie wants to be the Lost Boys sometimes, like pretty
Yeah,
hard.
I think you're right.
It's
Yeah.
trying to get that vibe. Even the story's kind of similar, moving to a different location. Little do they know that there's a bunch of vampires in this town or the city, like Long Beach and in the Lost Boys. But the guitar riffs are just like in the background while
Like dirty grunge.
yeah, like Edward's like going through the woods and it's like
Exactly.
Ironically, Carter Burwell did the music, and he's a great, very accomplished film composer. He's done all the Coen movies.
When did Desplat come on? Didn't he come on for Twilight?
He came on for the sequels.
Okay, so he
So
did-
they made other movies in this
No, I'm
franchise.
trying to think. So, cause,
Can you spell that?
Sequel. you should have seen your face. You froze. You froze, and you looked up like quizzically. It's
No,
like, does he know that? I mean,
because I thought you said that the other guy, Carter Burwell, did the other ones too for a
No,
second.
he just did this one.
I misheard you.
the Splat did the sequels. Sequels.
C.
Oh my
god.
Oh crap.
But once the budget got up, they were like, let's afford Alexander Desplat. Chris Weitz made a couple of the films. He's a pretty good director. He did The Golden Compass, and About a Boy, and ironically American Pie too. So they brought in some big Hollywood guns once this film became so successful to finish out the franchise. But
Goodness.
Desplat, I actually listened to the albums all the time when they came out, the Desplat albums, because I loved him. I still do, but I was listening to the Twilight music, and I never even seen the films, but I would
It's
listen to the scores.
good.
Yeah, it's great scores.
Yeah, after this one, but the soundtrack's always solid.
Yeah.
Now, Natalie, from the female perspective, what is the courtship from your perspective like? Is it accurate to real life of Edward with Bella? Is it weird? Is it toxic?
What do you mean
It's-
real life? Like a real courtship with a vampire? I don't understand.
I just
No,
want the
it's
female
very
perspective here. Is it toxic or not?
No, it's so toxic. He literally says, "Stay away from me. I'm a killer. I want to kill you."
But that's she just wants it more.
Your scent is like heroin to me.
It's like my own personal brand of heroin.
Own personal brand of heroin.
The lion
If anyone
fell in love
said
with
that
the
to
lamb.
me, that's an ick.
Is that
I'm
Nick?
so sorry.
But is Pattinson that handsome where it would work?
Like if
Hot
your
take? No.
if your boyfriend was like, you're like my own personal heroine, how would you react?
Well, now it's like, aw. But if it was like when I first met you, I'd be like, boy, get a grip.
But also, so you do have a weird thing with guys and their faces sometimes.
Their eyes.
You hate Matt Damon's face.
It's not that I hate his face. It gives me an evil vibe.
Does Pattinson's face do the same thing?
No, but
You never saw the appeal.
I don't see the appeal, yeah. Not that
I
he's-
didn't when I was
he
younger.
is handsome.
I didn't when I was younger.
Oh yeah,
now
he's
I
very
do.
handsome, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the movies rubbed us the wrong way where I just didn't care about them at all.
Yeah. And if, I don't know, you're like sickly pale and your hair looks like that all the time.
It looks like you're saying that to me directly. You're just like looking
You're
at
pale?
me.
James's hair
Your
insecurities are
hair's
coming
like
out.
that all the
She's
time.
like giving. She's like glaring at me. She's like, your hair
You wear that
sucks.
stupid
You're always
green
pale."
checkered flannel.
Disgusting flannel.
And you're always wearing these jeans.
Smelly jeans.
You look like shit. I thought you were saying it to me.
Not pointing fingers, but there will be signs.
Oh my god.
Also, her spinach salad looks terrible.
The fruit art. The
No,
edible
so
art?
she orders a spinach salad in one of the scenes at the diner.
Oh.
It's like the who would want to eat that? There's no dressing on it or nothing. It's just a bowl of spinach with like onions on it.
Yeah, and the fries.
Stephanie
yeah.
Meyer's made a cameo. I don't know if you guys caught that.
She's
Yeah.
typing, right?
Yeah. And also, when I said the edible, what did I say?
Edible arrangement.
Arrangement or something like that. This is not sponsored by them. The apple scene. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
When
who
he
could
kicks
forget
it off his foot.
That is like the worst scene, like the worst shot. I don't know why they did that.
They wanted to reference the book.
I know.
Yeah.
But why they do it like that? They did not have to
It's
do
terrible.
that. It's so
They
bad.
were like copying Spider-Man with the dropped food.
He should have just done it himself.
Yeah. It's
He
terrible.
didn't.
Should have kicked it off a wall.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see it behind your head, all around the school, bounce off Bella's
They
head.
said they
catch
did it
like
for
this.
real, but it looks so fake.
No, it's not for real. It was on
they-
a string.
Yeah, they said it took like 12 takes, and I was like, it looks like shit.
Yeah.
So they did it for real, but it was on
Yeah.
a string, so it
Gotcha.
wasn't like CGI.
Yeah, it was on a string.
It looks really fake. That's the thing.
Like, who the fuck holds it like that?
And
Please.
that's like not how physics works.
That's an ick.
That is an ick.
What's also an ick is the original title for the book was just Forks.
Oh.
And then the publisher convinced her to come up with a new name. She came up
Thank
with Twilight.
God.
That's a terrible name.
So the
for
name was
books.
just Forks.
This
What was it
would've
gonna?
died.
What was breaking or new moon gonna be? Spoons, knife, spork, chopsticks.
It's gonna finish up with Spork, obviously.
Like what? Stephanie.
What's the significance of Twilight though? Is it significant in the book? I mean, the story at all?
It's sexy.
Well, it's like the vibe, like the time of day. So it's just.
It's a sexy
I
title.
guess yeah, and I guess
Sexy.
new moon is like a new phase.
Oh, I get the I get I get
know.
the colon titles, but Twilight, I thought it was like super significant to the book, and that's why I picked
I
it.
don't really know.
Well, 'cause it's
Besides
like
the vibe,
the sun's not up. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think that's what it alludes to. Like it's a vampire
Twilighty
movie. It's like a
vibe.
vampire movie with one word that hasn't been taken before. Like Twilight insinuates the losing of the sunlight, even though it doesn't kill vampires. But
The thing
Yeah.
is, this was such a big thing that it's
dim.
like taken over the word Twilight. Like Twilight always just means these movies.
True. But I mean, yeah, I think
it's
it
just
fits.
it's dim.
Yeah, it's dim. It applies to celestial bodies. It's
better than Fork.
It's way better than Forks.
Forks.
It's way better than Forks.
Forks, Washington. Is that? I wonder if it's a real
That would
place.
have never been picked up if it was Forks.
Oh no way.
Oh, it is a real place.
Is it Forks, Washington?
Yeah,
People go.
I think they filmed some shots there. La Push, baby. La Push.
Le Push.
It's La Push.
Le
You know
Push.
the beach.
Oh, the beach,
cliff
the push.
scene.
Did you see the
Oh,
film?
the push baby.
La Push,
Mike.
baby.
Is it Mike? No, Eric says baby. The push baby. He says baby
Yeah,
like
Eric.
5
He goes,
times.
"It's La Push, baby."
I like how every guy is trying to ask Bella to the prom. Every single guy.
She.
I love when
is-
they're all hanging out at the van in the parking lot, and they're like, "Hey, Bella!" Like one of them throws candy at her, and she's like, "Book."
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to hang out with this person? She doesn't like anybody.
Yeah. I mean,
Does Bella ever venture into unlikability territory for you in this movie?
all of her choices.
Yeah.
Whenever she makes a decision, I'm like,
Whenever she speaks.
"That's it. You're canceled. You're done."
What do you guys think about the action sequences in this movie? There's a
I
handful.
think they're sick.
Very serious.
You see her face, she's like, I think they're sick, bro. The shoulder drop, you're like, yeah, bro, these are sick scenes. I think
It's
the
pretty
car
good.
crash is really good.
Yeah, car crash is good.
When it crashes, but Edward saves Bella, I think that looks really great practically. They did a good job.
I love how quickly he concedes the argument. She's like, "How'd you get there so fast?" I was right next to you, Bella. No, you were across the parking lot. Well, who's gonna believe you?
Literally.
Half of Edward's sentences, if you end them with bitch, like it would fit. it would fit.
Why would you say, "Well, no one's gonna believe you"? Just walk away.
be like,
It's terrible at keeping a
Adrenaline
secret.
first, not like when it's days later.
Horrible at keeping the secret. Well, no one's gonna believe you that I'm a vampire, Bella. Wait, what?
What?
Now put bitch at the end of every one of his
Literally.
lines. I had a rush of adrenaline, bitch.
Hello, bitch.
He's just a fucking. She's quiet and strange, and he's an asshole. It's like I don't understand it. I don't
I
get it.
don't get it. Like he's also drawn to her because she has no thoughts. Well, he can't read her thoughts.
Yes.
But I'm like, what if she just didn't have any? Have you
like,
ever?
there's nothing
I
going
love,
on up
I love
there.
how he's so pissed that he can't read her mind. Like you, can't, it's invasive. Like it's good that you can't read her mind. He's like, it's so frustrating. I don't know
only-
what you're thinking.
Exactly.
Makes no.
He's never found a mate until he found someone who can read like their mind and toxic.
All right, how about the first kiss? Obviously, a really important part for a relationship, and they have their first kiss in her bedroom.
Gross.
Do you guys think it's a good first kiss?
That's actually the auditioning process. Catherine Hardwicke tested them so Pattinson and Kristen Stewart went to her house in L.A.
I'm calling the cops.
I swear to God.
It sounds like a smut.
And they went to her apartment and they played out that scene and then another scene.
Did she have like a camcorder?
I'm calling the cops.
It sounds like something Michael Bay would do.
Holy crap.
She's like,
All right, Robert, grab her ass. Like, holy shit.
I swear to God, it's a real fact I found online.
but they chose this scene. I'm gonna be Edward, okay? Don't move.
I bet you Catherine Hardwicke was like, here, Kristen, hold the camera. I'll be Bella. Now, Robert, kiss me.
Terrible first kiss.
I think it's a horrible first kiss.
Also inappropriate.
Their first kiss is in the
calling
bedroom. Is it in the
Charlie.
bedroom?
Yeah, it's in the bedroom.
Gotcha.
I didn't think I'd have the strength to stop.
They literally go like this.
Neither did I.
What?
What about the rest of the Cullen family? How do you guys feel about the other vampires?
They're
in this
all
film?
weird as fuck.
You want me to list?
Yeah, list them off, Natalie.
Okay. Carlisle is like medium zaddy.
Is it
The
because
thing
he's
is,
undead?
I don't know who's who.
Oh.
I can't tell who's who.
The patriarch. The
Oh,
dad.
the
That was
doctor?
The doctor,
The
yeah.
doctor.
Okay,
yeah,
I get that,
Dr.
I get that.
Carlisle, Zaddy
Carlisle.
Carlisle.
He's the one that turned everyone basically in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was the
I
original-
got it.
So he
I
was...
watched it.
The OG.
You just said I don't know who they are. Did he not just say
No,
that?
by
Natalie?
name.
He
By
did say
name.
that.
Did he not
By
just
name.
say I can't tell them apart?
By
and all I
name.
said was
By
he was the
name.
one that turned them all, trying to help them understand the movie.
You
said-
called him. I said by name. You said Carlisle. I'm like, who the fuck is Carlisle? But if you said Dr.
but
Carlisle,
also, I'm trying to explain to
Dr.
listeners.
Cullen.
Carlisle turned
Yeah, maybe
everybody.
they don't know.
He stayed with the Volturi, and then eventually turned all the Cullens. He has the second largest clan, the Cullens. The
And they're
Olympia.
super
What do they
threatened
call
by
it?
him.
The Olympic Cullen or the Olympia Cullen? I mean, Coven. The Olympic Coven.
It's Coven, yeah.
Olympic Coven, aka the Cullens. See, Anthony.
what?
Coven. See?
What exactly is your point here? We needed the context.
Mic drop.
Coven. I'm out of here.
Clarence, parents had a real nice marriage.
You're welcome. Cullen.
Dude, I can't believe our mustaches are still on.
Dude, I'm
Yours is starting to look
middle is-
real.
Really?
Because it's been on for so long, I'm beginning to accept the look. You know what I mean?
Do you like me pre or post mustache? Like,
Post
Post.
mustache.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shit,
just
I
keep
wish
it
I could-
on.
Wish I could grow one out, man.
Yeah.
They
have-
so ridiculous.
No, you know who you look like? You look like John Hamm with a mustache.
Oh.
Mustache John Hamm is what you look like.
I'll take that. Not
John
mustache
Hamm is
Henry,
zaddy.
Not Cavill.
No, you look like John Hamm for sure.
Right.
John Hamm's still good. He's like,
Oh, no,
he's
no.
saying it's not good enough for him. It has to be
Oh, no,
Henry
I know.
Cavill with a mustache. John Hamm is a very wanted man in the world. You know.
It's Cavill or bust, but okay.
No,
Yeah.
you look. Oh, I think we look like John Hamm. I'm thinking about it right now.
With the
Yeah.
mustache. Because
Yeah.
what's a good movie with him with the mustache? I'm trying to
He's
think.
in a few.
He's clean shaven in every episode of Mad Men. He's clean
Oh,
shaven in every like all the commercials he does. What's the one? What's the comedy? It's not Horrible Boss. No, Bridesmaids. He's clean shaven in that, right?
It's the Black Mirror episode.
That's what. Yes, yeah,
He's
yeah.
got a
yeah.
mustache in that one.
That is
Show
a
me.
messed up episode. That's one of the best episodes that Black Mirror did. He spends eternity in that spot.
Oh my
Let me see.
God.
Right?
Yeah, get your glasses out.
Hold on.
Here, I'll go like this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Catch. You look
Whoa.
like,
Oh
you look
my
like
God.
John Hamm.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, see?
I forgot he had glasses in that episode.
That's from a movie.
He has such good facial hair. Holy crap.
Yeah, he's got a great beard.
He might have the best facial hair in Hollywood. Him and like Justin Theroux have great facial hair.
In terms of like growing a beard,
Yeah, thickness.
I mean, you gotta talk to Kurt Russell, man.
No, I know Kurt Russell has a great beard, but I mean Justin Theroux and John Hamm have thick ass beards.
You mean like scruff?
yeah, just thick ass
Gotcha.
facial hair.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't ever forget about my man Kurt.
I don't know, just don't sleep on Kurt.
Hair
man.
and beard goals for life.
Kirk I swallowed and got water up my nose. I was laughing so hard at it.
All
That's
right,
great.
Let's talk about the main plot in the second and third act, though. So obviously they go play baseball. And then
James
sees
comes Bella
with Victoria.
Cam, what's his last name?
Cam Gigantin.
Ginormo.
And then, so Victoria's another vampire as well as they're with, what's the other guy's name?
Laurent.
Laurent. And they want to play baseball, but obviously the wind comes.
We love baseball. What is it with vampires and baseball?
thunder.
Exactly. It's the only time they can really play because
Why?
when the thunder claps, they can like hit the ball and like it wouldn't.
So wait, they
like-
time it with thunder striking?
I
Well,
think so.
they don't have-
Or it
that's
sounds
impossible.
Or
No,
it sounds like it's thunder.
It just sounds like thunder
Why can't they just play basketball?
because they'll break the hoop.
Dunk.
And everyone would see like them dunking these. When you see seven white people dunking,
I was
you know
about
there's
to
something
say
wrong.
exactly.
There's something wrong there.
Walk the other way. Walk the other way.
White people who are 5'10" should not be dunking.
And hair just like this, brooding on the court.
Like they're vampires, clearly.
That's good. Why would they play at night or something? They can play anything at
Just
night.
accept it. Quit questioning it, Anthony.
How would Bella referee if they played at night?
Yeah, Anthony, how's she supposed to do that?
How
They
would
don't
she,
have any fucking
They
lights.
didn't know who she was until a day ago.
Exactly.
Maybe sometimes
better
they play at night.
baseball.
They need
God.
who can see.
No, this guy just doesn't get Twilight, man.
He doesn't get
He
it.
just doesn't get
You've
the-
only seen one movie.
I love them.
James,
Shut up, John Ham Jim.
John Ham Jim. I like
Jim Ham.
Jim Ham.
Anyways, so James, this crazy vampire, is committing all these murders. He smells Bella. Now he's a hunter vampire. That's why he's obsessed with the hunt.
Or once they
He's
get
obsessed with the
Once
hunt.
they get a certain scent, like hers.
Yes.
It's a
Well,
special
he
scent.
notices, oh, you have a human here. Yum, yum, yum. But then he...
Yummy, yummy, yummy. My tummy, tummy,
Yummy.
tummy.
And then...
That's my favorite part.
That's actually my favorite line from the movie.
Doesn't feel like vampire
Take
dialogue.
back my other line. Tummy, yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yum,
My
yum.
tummy, tummy, tummy. That's my favorite line in Twilight.
Anyway, so he notices that they're not eating her and that Edward is like protecting her. And so to him, he's like, ooh, that's a good target. So he loves the hunt. So that's why he targets Bella.
Because
It's
he
more
knows-
challenging.
he knows they'll
Exactly. It's a
protect her.
challenge.
It's like the most dangerous game kind of thing.
Mhm.
Got it. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yum, yum, yum. In my tum, tum, tum.
How come only Edward can read minds? Is it just
It's
every...
his power.
It's
They
so
all
every
have different
vampires
powers.
have
Yeah,
different
because
powers.
that girl can see the future with premonitions.
Her name's Alice, Anthony.
Alice. That girl.
Wow. This fucking guy.
Okay.
As a woman, how do you feel about that?
Interesting.
Is girl offensive now?
That girl.
That girl.
Okay.
She's not an object, Anthony.
Yeah. She's not just any
All
girl.
right, Jim, name all the characters.
I already did.
Name
Plenty
them right now.
times.
Don't
All-
look at your
all the
screen.
Oh, wait, that's a good one.
Don't look at your screen.
Alice.
Alice.
Don't look at your screen. Stop looking at your screen.
Jacob.
Look at me. Look at me.
Jessica, Angela, Carlisle.
You just fucking scanned the list. You're looking at it
I'm
right
not,
now.
I'm just.
You're looking at the list.
No, it's a casual.
Look at me.
It's a casual glance. Casual glance, Renee.
So full of shit.
Casual
You're
glance.
so full of shit.
I'm just casually glancing.
All right, look at me. What's Anna Kendrick's name in it?
Oh, interesting.
Look at me.
Wait, okay. I got this. I can do this.
Stop looking at the computer.
I can do
Stop looking at the computer.
Oh
I
my
like
goodness.
the naming game.
But yeah, the other vampires have different powers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There's
So-
it's different for all of
I
them.
forgot that's what I asked.
Jasper, who famously was a Confederate soldier, Stephanie Meyer,
Which one's Jasper?
the one that looks like he's in pain,
The whole
Oh,
time, the
Jasper.
newest one?
curly hair. He goes,
I thought he was like the youngest.
he's the newest member
Of the
'Cause he-
the Cullen.
of the clan or the
Clan.
coven because he was eating humans and then now he's
Oh, so he's
Eating
not.
animals.
Oh, I misinterpreted. I thought he was like the recently turned vampire, but he's like the newest vegan
Yeah.
vampire.
Yeah.
in a
That's
way.
why she's like, when he sees Bella, he's like, oh shit, I want to eat her.
He always looks like he wants to take a shit.
It's actually
Yeah.
a good description. He always looks like he's in pain.
He's in pain.
He might be the best actor in the whole movie.
I don't know when to say that.
Can I also say he by the way he can change people's mood,
He can't change his own
which
mood, though.
works on Bella. There are like some things where like, so do you guys know that why Edward can't read her mind?
No,
It's gonna be like a power later of hers, but
just tell us.
you
Come
still have
on.
to
What
watch
makes
the-
Bella special?
Well, she's what they call a shield. It's a defensive power. So like no one's power works on her. But there are some that do. Like Alice, she can see the future. But yeah, she can read Bella's too.
Mm.
And then Jasper's power works on her. I know people are like, oh, well, it's like...
it works when it's convenient for the plot.
Exactly, because people are like, oh, it depends on the type of power. Like, mind or body power doesn't work on her, but others do. And I'm like, there's still huge plot holes.
Aren't they all mind powers?
Sometimes, yeah. But Jasper, the actor, that's the guy who plays Sokka in The Last Airbender.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jackson Rathbone.
He's canceled.
What did he do?
Played Sokka.
That's true. That's true.
What? Did that go off?
I am just seeing John Hamm with a mustache this whole time.
I kind of like it.
You should stick to it. Just wear that
put
every
a fake
day.
mustache on every day.
They have procedures for that, you know.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, so take some leg hair.
Yeah.
And just put it on your cheek.
Is that what they do?
They take hair from different parts of your body. Yeah, you'll go usually the bottom of your back of your head.
Oh, I thought they it's like a needle thing.
No, yeah. So they take your real hair, and they take it out of the back of your neck, and
follicle.
then they put it in the follicles wherever you want them.
I thought they take the whole follicle out and they put it.
Yeah,
in
they
its
replace it
spot,
because
the pores are there.
Yeah, the follicles are here. They just don't work for us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
I mean,
Listen, I won't tell. The listeners won't tell.
yeah, I'm probably not gonna do it. We can stop talking about it now. You don't want to be John Hamm James?
No, I want.
You don't want to be Jim
I'm not gonna
Hamm?
go that
Jim
far.
Hamm.
Jim Hamm, man.
I'll be okay.
You look like Jim Hamm, man.
Jim Hamm. Oh my gosh. Crazy ending though, the ballet studio where they rip James to pieces, toss him in the fire.
I didn't like a pretty easy fight for them.
Yeah, I didn't
It
feel
didn't
like
seem
anything
like-
was
yeah.
bad was gonna happen, although Bella gets her leg broken.
Yeah, but the fight was so easy. It didn't feel like there were any stakes, honestly.
They won a Teen Choice Award for.
Well, no shit. It's Twilight. It's the
2008.
teen-
I mean, there wasn't any superhero movies besides Iron Man coming out. It beat Iron Man. Holy.
In what year did this come out?
2008.
I mean, yeah, they beat Iron Man.
I'm not saying that it
that's
was
true.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just.
But I mean, it's Teen Choice Awards.
Yeah, exactly.
It is
They give
what it is.
awards.
teens
They give
know.
awards for best kisses. I mean, should we take it that seriously?
True.
Those are important.
Imagine,
Those are really important to me.
imagine if they did that at the Academy Awards. Best kiss. But yeah, I mean, the ending's fine. I don't get the camcorder thing. I think it's just like to stall for time, I guess, with James and the camcorder and Bella.
The whole plan of his to like torment Edward by like, was he
Yeah.
gonna?
So is that
was
his plan? He's gonna send Edward.
Was
the
he gonna
tape?
email it to him or?
Yeah, no, it's gonna show right next to him.
Hey Edward, what's your email? I'm gonna Dropbox this to you.
I'm gonna send it to you on the net. There wasn't even Dropbox.
Is your
back then.
airdrop on?
Editing on Final Cut at the end of the movie.
Edward, what do you think about this music?
That's his plan, right?
What was his plan? To
Yeah,
send
he
it
was
to
going
Edward?
to get on camera her saying like, "Oh, avenge my death" or something. He's gonna kill her on camera and then torture Edward and then probably kill Edward too eventually.
Why not just a phone call?
Because he's dramatic.
But like, it's a whole like to film it. Like, how's he gonna get it to Edward?
He's gonna take it to a lab. He's gonna get it in a little
He's gonna make a
disc.
DVD.
Exactly. Mail it to him.
2 weeks
He's
later.
gonna put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I love how the ballet studio is just unlocked.
Is it unlocked?
Yeah, she walks right in.
They walk right in. Yeah.
He probably unlocked it. Can you imagine him setting up like and then
Lights.
Where should I stand? Where should I hide?
Do you think she'll like
do
this?
you think if we get a 2-shot if we get a low angle?
I
so
love
it's
how he
more
tricks her
dramatic?
with the home video of her and her mom, but it's like a TV in a closet. It's like, what the fuck is this?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It's a fucking
That's such a
TV
good
playing
point.
it in the closet.
Ready? I bet you were a stubborn child.
Like what?
It's pretty
Police.
cringe. Pretty cringe.
That was an ick.
But what's funny about this movie is there's still like another 25 minutes after the battle.
Yeah.
Still a lot of runtime.
There's quite a
We
bit
go to
of runtime.
prom. There's
Yeah.
the prom and then
The prom
with the-
scene,
with
the,
the cast.
fake.
cast.
Yeah, the cast. Oh, I love when she's in the hospital and he's like,
Go away.
I gotta go. I gotta keep you safe. And she goes like, I swear, this is a quote. What? I don't. What he was? No, you can't say that to me. No, no.
Don't, you can't say it to
You can't say it to me ever.
You can't say that.
See, my impersonation sounds better now, doesn't it?
It's getting better.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty spot on.
Makes sense now.
It's pretty spot on. Yeah.
What? But what? So he says you gotta leave like go to Jacksonville, go to your mom or something?
Well, they're
So-
in Jacksonville. You gotta
Okay,
stay.
and he said, yeah. But then they go to prom together. So it's like the whole point of the conversation, because it.
Well, he said, no, never mind.
He's a
I
no
guess we
yes
can be
man.
together.
Exactly. Like, there's no point in that scene if
He's
they
a-
just go to prom the next fucking
He's
scene.
a no yes guy. No, we shouldn't see each
we
other.
just need
but,
conflict.
but we're gonna walk the whole time during.
You know
the
what? I
field trip.
changed my mind. We're gonna stay together forever.
Exactly. Until the next movie.
What happens in the
Bum,
next
bum,
one?
Oh my
We have to
God.
watch, man.
You have to watch it.
You haven't
Just tell
seen
me.
it?
Shut up.
I can't believe he doesn't know what happens.
He doesn't
Tell me what
know
happens.
I don't want to spoil it for the listeners.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Hey, spoiler alert.
Oh my
Okay,
God, we're
tell.
gonna have another episode for New Moon.
We should.
We do spoiler alerts all the time. Tell us what happened, man.
All kinds of things.
Tell me some of the new characters.
So we have Steven. Steven.
Steve.
Our boy Steve, for sure.
Thank you. Thank
Jessica is back.
You. Obviously, Jessica's
Jessica
back.
is back and she's a bitch.
Yeah, she's a bitch in the second one.
Cancelled. You just called a woman a bitch.
Interesting.
You can't do that. I said girl. I said that girl. You said bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was
Canceled.
that was Natalie doing
You
an
guys
impression.
try to cancel me for saying girl.
Interesting.
You're fucking done. You're done. You're over.
It's funny though.
You're finished.
You're finished.
You're finished.
He has been
You're
fiending to
trash.
say that.
I feel like this is like Natalie's plan to just take over the show. Get us both to say something
Them all get
controversial.
canceled.
I still haven't said anything controversial. You did. James called Anna
Can play
Kendrick a
back.
bitch. We have it on screen.
I didn't. I said Jessica.
Oh, facts.
All right. I think it's a I see. I can separate the actor and the character. Enough. Plenty. I would never say that about Anna. She's a queen.
Queen. She's actually not queen.
I heard she's a jerk in real life.
That's what I've heard.
I heard she's terrible and a diva, and
So why are you so mad at me?
you got mad at me for saying girl.
I was messing with you, man. I was messing with
Guess what? I was messing with you too, man. No, I'm canceled. I'm joking. You're canceled. Canceled AF.
you. All right. Cliffhanger. Victoria at the top of the steps. How are we feeling about it?
Wait, so
Because-
Victoria was with the evil vampires?
James.
Yeah,
Yeah,
her
she was-
boyfriend
Well, the-
got ripped to shreds and made a barbecue.
The other guy, he's not an evil guy, really. I mean, he eats
Well,
humans.
He seems
watch
pretty
the
chill.
next
Laurent
movie.
seems pretty chill.
He does eat humans still.
Yeah, but he's a vampire. It's like
You think he's the good guy.
spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
What happened to no spoilers?
goes-
He's,
Okay.
It's just cliffhangers.
Oh,
This is
yeah, let me
fine.
shut the fuck up.
No, you're good.
That's not the cliffhanger. We just never see him again for this movie.
You'll see in the next one.
But anyways,
I like it. I was like, oh, Victoria.
And then Bryce.
And then 15-step plays as she's descending the staircase.
I think it was a.
15
I think
steps.
it's a weird final
Step,
shot.
15-step, yeah.
I thought it was a weird final shot.
Singular.
It's a weird ending.
But
Honestly,
the fade to black.
It's a weird ending, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing with the directing. There's the great moments that should be super dramatic, but they're like, oh, that's the shot you chose. Like when she says vampire, and I'm just like, oh, it's
Vampire.
just a really wide shot.
Vampire.
He said, all right.
All right, bro.
And then Bryce Dallas Howard would take over that role for the second film, right? That's the role.
I think
Victoria.
so.
Fun
Con-
fact. So Bella's dress only cost the production $20.
Was it
However,
from Macy's?
probably I don't know. TJ Maxx probably.
I will
However,
not stand the Macy's slander.
Macy's shit. They got nothing to choose from.
They got some good stuff
No, they don't.
sometimes.
If you're old,
Depends on the section you're in. You're thinking of Sears.
I'm thinking of Macy's.
Macy's has plenty of good stuff.
Anyways, however, Robert Pattinson's suit in the prom scene is the most expensive item of clothing in the entire film.
In the entire world.
In the entire film, which I said.
More than Victoria's fur thingy-majiggy?
Did I stutter?
Well,
He could have been wrong. I believe him. He
how
seems
much did
pretty-
it cost?
I don't know.
Oh,
Exactly. We got Natalie. We got him.
You think that was
got his ass.
You got.
We got him.
It's probably fake fur.
That's true.
It's like your mustache. It's not real hair. It'd be weird if it was.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
It does match your hair pretty close.
Yeah. Pretty spot on. All right. Do you two have anything else on Twilight?
Yeah. So. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. No, that's all my.
Nat, do you have anything else you want to say about now?
Oh, I have a fun fact.
Fun
So
fact.
how you mentioned earlier that Robert Pattinson made 2 songs that are in the soundtrack.
Mhm.
It was actually he was performing the songs just on his own on set when he wasn't filming, and one of the actresses, I think it was Nikki Reed, was recording him with her laptop and then submitted it then send it to Catherine Hardwicke and like, this guy's awesome. And then they asked him if he would be comfortable with recording the songs officially for the soundtrack. Then he said yes, reluctantly.
Wow.
Reluctantly.
In his Pattinson reluctance fashion.
Well, I mean, I don't blame him for having struggled with being in these movies at the time. Obviously, they became super rich, but also the shitstorm of his daily life was just insane for all of them. Him and
Extremely
Kristen,
famous.
like he couldn't do anything. So I understand because all the
Did
stories.
you say Christine?
Kristen.
My girl, Christy.
Because all the stories
My
of him
girl,
saying,
KK.
you know, he hated the movies at the time or didn't hate them. He just couldn't stand them. But also, like, his life was a mess in terms of, like, he couldn't even go to the grocery store, this guy. He was being mobbed everywhere. So I get that perspective, but
I'll take the $50 million.
I know I've read
Yeah.
Mom me all you want.
100 mil.
Mom me all you want.
100 mil. I know, but I know I've read interviews recently where he said, like, he looks back on it fondly.
As he should.
He pulls up his Bank of America account. He's
Yeah.
like,
You know what?
I enjoyed that
That's
experience.
pretty good. Feel
He-
free
he-
to send that to me.
He lives on
Eddie.
the Upper West Side in a beautiful brownstone. Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good
it's fine.
experience.
Pretty
I got some
good.
pretty
I
good
got
stuff
some,
out of
yeah.
it. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, pretty good.
I just had to wear makeup.
If you, the thing is, like, if you told me in 2008 that the guy who played Edward in Twilight is gonna be Batman and he's gonna be very good as Batman, I would have been like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
True. Facts.
No, I have notes.
Oh, you got
Hello.
notes?
Whoa, you came prepared.
Please.
I love it.
I know this
Yeah,
shit
is there
in
anything we
and
didn't touch on that you
out.
wanted to talk about?
Well, we didn't go through all the characters, so
Let's
let's,
go-
just
yeah.
do a little roll call because they're all
James
important.
can do
They're
it.
family. Oh yeah. Why don't you start us off,
Yeah, hold on. You guys heard of Bella?
bitch?
Have we talked about Bella yet?
I will say though,
Down.
because Harry Potter started in a way, the young adult fiction boom, but Twilight was the only other imitator that became successful. There were a lot of young adult adaptations that nothing happened with them.
Well, Hunger Games was a successful one.
Hunger Games as well was a very successful one. That's it though. But there were so
Yeah.
many tries. Every studio, especially after Twilight, was
Divergent
like,
tries.
oh, let's get a young adult fiction series going.
Maze
Yeah.
Runner was pretty well received. I've seen the first two. They're pretty good movies, but I know the people that like the books a lot really like the movies.
I know
They're
that
successful
fans.
films.
There are big fans of Maze Runner. Yeah, you're right.
They're successful movies.
But they're not like the fans of
They're not
say
fervent,
Twilight
yeah.
or
Like the
Harry
Maze Runner's
Potter.
not even the same level in terms of popularity as
Yeah.
Twilight, but they were very successful movies. They
Who
all did
did-
about 300 million.
Who did the 2-part finale for
The-
Twilight or
It was
Harry
Potter.
Potter?
Potter did it in like 2010.
Yeah,
2009.
Oh, okay,
2009,
okay.
2010 with Deathly Hallows 1 and 2.
Yeah, they did it first. Then everyone started doing it. It's because of Harry Potter.
Yeah,
But they had to.
the Divergent series. I never read those books, and I've never seen the movies. But I just never.
They only
was-
made one
I was
movie.
never drawn to them.
Wait, no, they made two.
They made three.
They made two. No, they made two.
They made no. They made
two and then a series.
no. They
TV
made
series?
three.
No,
I
they made three
think.
because it's a different title each time.
Yeah, the last one was
Divergent.
so bad.
Insurgents or no or Divergent.
Divergent.
Insurgent, resurgent. I'm just guessing it is probably
They
right.
spelled Divergent backwards.
Exactly.
Let me check it out.
Divergent.
Divergent series.
No, but the last one was so incredibly bad. I
So-
think it was supposed to release in theaters or something, but it got
it was.
It ended up on Stars.
No, they made a TV show out of it.
They put
That's
it
what
on
I'm saying.
Stars.
So
So
it- they made a series.
Divergent was in 2015. The
Mhm.
Divergent series, Insurgents, was 2015. So
But there was a
2000
second movie. There's 3 movies.
and then no, the series is just that's just the chapter name. It's like chapter. So there was a movie, and then
That's
Oh.
misleading.
and then Allegiant was the final film. So
Wait, the movie was
Allegiant.
called the Divergent series?
the Divergent series, Insurgent. That's the second movie.
That's a terrible
Let's
title.
call it Insurgent.
And then the third film they went back to just
It's
one
Divergent
word.
X.
It's no, it's just Allegiant.
It's like the Fast and Furious
God.
franchise. It's different every time.
It made that the second one
Why
made
they say
300 million.
series?
Allegiant made. Seems like it probably didn't
it
do
flopped
180
hard.
million. Oh, it definitely lost money.
Yeah,
Definitely
you
lost
don't want to
money.
be making half as
It was
much.
a really bad movie too.
But then there were other ones that were just failures from the start, like The Giver.
The Give actually
That
kind of
didn't
liked
that
The
didn't work
Giver.
out. It's a great book. Beautiful Creatures failed.
I love Beautiful Creatures.
Beautiful Creatures was billed as like the next big Twilight, but it just failed right from the get go. Like Alden Ehrenreich was the guy, I remember.
He's the one who's in Fair Play, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Oppenheimer. Great actor.
Have you seen Fair Play?
Oh, Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
There's so many people that I like.
The first Maze Runner movie, $34 million budget and made $350 million.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a
Schmoney.
hit.
And this is, I mean, Twilight built Summit Entertainment. This is like, Summit is the house that Twilight built. It's because of Twilight's success. Like they were a modest production studio, had this massive hit and they just struck gold in a way.
It's like Blumhouse with Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, exactly.
That paid the bills for years. And then Get Out. That made 300 mil on a $3 million budget. What a movie. What a picture.
What a picture.
All right.
Okay, roll call.
Roll
Hold
call.
on. Hold on.
Let's
before
do
we-
it. Let's do our
Yeah.
roll call.
Just to remember our brothers and sisters in Twilight. We got, of course, our girl Bella. Bella Swan, Charlie Swan. We got Edward. We got Jacob. Pick me. We got Carlisle. Miss Esme. Rosalie. She's a flop. Alice. Cutie.
What does she's a flop mean? She's like a failure?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
It's just like a
Like,
less cruel
boo.
way of saying it.
Yeah, she's just bitter and mad.
I love how it has the same horrible meaning, but it's cute sounding. She's a flop. She's a piece of
Toxic
shit.
Flop. Jasper is also a flop. And Emmett.
Oh, I have other YA failures. All right, ready?
Ooh.
So the host with Saoirse Ronan
Yeah.
I actually
failed.
liked the host.
Aragon failed.
Didn't
Artemis
watch it.
Fowl failed. City of Ember, another Saoirse one failed. Inkheart failed. The Giver failed. Vampire Academy failed. Golden Compass failed. They didn't even make a sequel to Golden Compass. Chaos Walking. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen with Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley. It's terrible. And then Mortal Engines was a failure. So these are all franchises, YA franchises that were planned to be series, and then they just flopped after one movie, never were made into sequels. And Beautiful Creatures, yeah.
All right, let's wrap up Twilight. Natalie, thank you so much for joining this episode of Raiders of the Lost podcast. We'll have to have you back on soon
For
because
New Moon?
for New Moon. We'll do New Moon, but I had a blast. It was a funny episode. Thanks.
Thanks.
That was a weird thanks.
That was a weird thanks.
Huh?
It's like you were talking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, just let it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Again, the best way to support Raiders of the Lost
Emmy Rossum, I
podcast
looked it up.
Emmy Rossum, is to become a patron at patreon.com/Raiders of the Lost podcast. Leave those 5-star ratings and reviews and share this episode with your family and friends. Take care, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thanks.
This episode was executive produced by our chosen one patrons, Cody Moen, Andrew Hagan, Becca Keene, Benjamin Cook, Calvin Murphy Griggs, Nicholas Martin, Darian Singleton, Tyler McFly, Andrew Hagan. Our chosen one patrons are our biggest supporters. Thank you so much. Raiders of the Lost podcast is a mirror image production. Sound mixing done by Jacob Kossler. Opening music by Chase Jackson.